Uh, no, I have another interview today. I have another
Mm-hmm.
interview. I think it's gonna happen in another 1 hour. So yeah, but
Right, keep
I
us all
haven't
updated.
started the other one. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so first thing, everyone, thank you to all of you who uploaded your prototypes on hashtag your name, that channel. I am still waiting to see a lot of your prototypes, but the ones I've seen look amazing. So congratulations, keep on working hard. They are real, like you created them. You took them out of your head and created something that already exists. So congratulations. And should you be encountering any problem in creating this prototype, let me know with very concrete questions so I understand what the problem is and, and I can help you. If you say, hi, I need help, I am willing to offer it. I will just need what kind of help do you need? Because if, for example, you need help in, I don't know, oh, I'm in love with my classmate and I don't know how to say, well, perhaps I can also be of help, but that's not my area of expertise. So let me know. And we are going to start today with an activity on Discord, right? So if you can open Discord as well and go to the general channel. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to have that ready. And the first thing is with an emoticon, please show how are you feeling about your prototype on Discord. Okay, seems that several of you are feeling good. Nice, you're ready to rock it, you're feeling proud, you can see the money coming in, maybe a bit awkward, open-eyed. I guess that's excitement. Wow, Joel has a lot of feelings. Nice, nice, nice. So the second question that I would like to ask is, what is one thing that you did or that you got this week that is pushing you closer to your prototype? I'll repeat the question. What is one thing that you got this week that's pushing you closer to your prototype? I love that you're saying that with capital letters, Juliet. Feedback, yes, that is why we keep on insisting you all to give feedback to each other is super useful. So things that you're finding useful, talking to people involved on your business or people you're going to be potentially or in the future working with, feedback to each other, creating a sample dress. Oh, Joel, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Please upload it so all of us can see it out of curtains. That's great. So literally going hands-on your prototype. Remember how last week we were saying, create something that is physical, that people can touch, and something for humans. Getting people's opinions, yeah, feedback, great. So next question, what are you most excited about? Okay, about the prototype, of course. What are you most excited about? Testing it out. It's going to be amazing. Seeing people's reactions to it. Like maybe you can record them, like all of those videos that are famous on YouTube, like reaction to, you can react the reactions to your prototype. Like, you guys are starting to realize that your dreams are not just like up here somewhere. You can grab them and land them. Yeah, it feels real, right? I love that all of the answers so far are either involving you feeling that you're materializing a dream or something that you did not see how to land before, and the interaction with people. That is key. That is the most important thing, what we wanted to emphasize when we said that empathy was the most important part of design thinking. So following question, what part of your prototype feels like a complete mystery? Or what part of prototyping or the procedure? How I'm going to make people join. We will be talking about that soon when we're talking about stakeholders, etc. Yeah, how to get money, you will see it soon with the BMC. Make sure that you are up to date on the platform. You will get all of those answers with the things you'll be learning in the next couple of weeks. How to get it out into the world? Well, if it is a website and it's accessible, it's already out in the world. So congratulations, you got that. Perhaps you want to learn how to advertise it, etc. How to ensure people are truly learning from it? Yes, totally. For that, feedback is key again. So we'll figure it out how to get a proper feedback system. That, yeah, ask them. But that's true, Ari. But perhaps people, we tend to please others. We tend to say white lies as to not to hurt the other and say, yes, yes, this is awesome, blah, blah. So how can we get honest feedback, honest answers? Yes, how to make money from it. That is the BMC, the business model canvas. That's what you will be learning next week. So yes, you're asking the right questions. Next question, what would you say feels difficult about prototyping? What is the most difficult part, or what was the biggest challenge you encountered when prototyping? Hmm. Yeah, the technical bit is quite stressful, especially if you've never done it before. That is why we suggested that one of the first prototypes is just a drawing, or you make it with cardboard. I understand that in your case, you have a beautiful website already. To get something from your head to your computer, creating content, getting your ideas together. If you notice, all of you are saying the same things but with different words. So it's the translation between what's inside my head to something that is outside my head. Okay, what I also like about all of your answers, if you think about the answers you gave before, all of them, like, oh, the best part is the face and that people give when they see the prototype, when they're interacting with it, the feedback, that is super useful. Well, if what you have in mind is I want to sell it to you, people are going to perceive that. And we like to buy, but we don't like people trying to sell stuff to us. It may sound counterintuitive, but if you perceive that someone is trying to sell something to you, you will run away. But if you really, really want to buy something, you will buy it regardless. So how are we breaching that? Sure, please unmute yourself if you want to say something.
Okay, so while thinking about how I would sell the product, I had an idea that I would make the product and give it away free, as I'm not investing too much into it, and give it away free for maybe 6 months or so, and then just ask that if you have been using my product and want to keep on using it, just give me a small amount, like say $1.
Cool. And Mary is also saying if she can speak, please, by all means, if you would like to give tips to each other, by all means, unmute yourself, switch your cameras on, and give tips to each other.
Oh, okay. I mean, we've been doing this for weeks now, and it's finally hit me that I'm going to actually have a business by the end of this. And I still do not know what I want to do for a business. And it's so confusing and so stressful. I mean, I've been talking about racism for a long time, and I do want to create a website and raise awareness about it, but I still don't know what to do for a business.
Mm-hmm. When you say I don't know what to do for business, you mean how to make money out of it, or how can I provide people with something valuable for them? Because those are two very different things.
Well, yeah, that too. But when I say business, like I want to do something, but I still don't know exactly what. I mean, I have a lot of things I do want to do for business, but I still don't know how to start or where to start because I'm literally broke. But
the beautiful thing about the 21st century is that businesses can start without requiring a gigantic investment of money in the very beginning. Okay, then when they grow, you can think about how to invest. The thing that I was mentioning earlier with we don't like when people try to sell something to us, but we like to buy things is exactly what I will suggest you to consider. If you only have in mind how can I make money out of this, how can I make money out of this, people are going to perceive that, and people don't want you to sell anything. They want to buy your product. And what are they going to buy? A solution to a problem, something that entertains them, or something that saves them time, meaning that you do something for them. So these are the three things people pay money for. You solving a problem, you doing something for them so they have more time, or you entertain them. Okay. What we strongly suggest is that you find a problem that you care about, because when you care about it, then you will put your heart into solving it. And then people with that problem will perceive that and will want that product from you. That is what we have been working on so far. Understanding our problem, finding all of the aspects. When we have exactly what we want to solve, or a tiny aspect of it, because if we are trying to solve, like, I don't know, domestic violence in the world, maybe we can narrow it down to only one aspect that people want so much that they will pay money for that. So that is what we are working on right now. When you get a product that people want so much and that they are like, wow, I really, really want it, that they want to pay money for that, that is a business. And then you'll figure out from there. What perhaps I'm perceiving you might be feeling frustrated about is that you still don't see that materializing, or you don't have very clear how you're solving a problem. Like you have very clear what problem do you want to solve, but you don't know how to start or how to make yourself a resource, a valuable resource that people will want to pay for. But don't worry, like trust us. The next week on the platform, you will study the BMC, Business Model Canvas. And as soon as you have what we are going to do here today, which is your business statement and the name of your business and your logo and your tagline, etc., it will be a lot easier to see. Okay. Do you all understand what I mean when I say like people pay money? Like people want to buy things that entertain them, that save them time, or that solve a problem?
Yeah, because if Netflix came to my door and said buy a subscription, I wouldn't. But if I went to their side, I probably would.
Exactly. And sometimes we can see the problem, but people with the problem cannot, because we do not problematize the same things. Things that I might consider a problem might not be a problem to you, and the other way around. And that is why we are focusing on the segmentation so much. And that is why when you all say things like, oh, my customer could be anyone in the world. Yes, but okay, a sentence that I really like is build something that 100 people will love, rather than a thing that building something that 1,000,000 people will like. You don't want to be liked by many people. You want to be loved to pieces by a few people, because those are going to be your loyal customers. And then people will gravitate towards that and you can expand your business, but start somewhere. If you try to, I don't know, imagine that all of your friends are in front of you. If you want to hug all of them at the same time, you're not going to be able to. But you can hug them one by one. And then together you can figure out how to like hug all of you together. This is like the weirdest like metaphor ever. I hope you understood what I meant. Right, and I have one more question for you to type on Discord, which is, what is a weird thing or a weird component of your prototype that came together while you were prototyping and that you had never thought of before until you started prototyping? So something weird, weird component, weird idea, something that came together while prototyping that you had not thought of until you started.
Just could you repeat that?
Yes. While you were prototyping, what is one weird thing, what weird component of your prototype, of the process, something that you were not expecting and that you had not thought of until you started prototyping? Like what to say on the About Us page. Mhm. You can, yes, write in the number. You can write a fake number for now until you launch it. Especially for all of you guys who are underage, I will strongly recommend that you do not put your personal contact details on a website, just in case. Mhm. What other things did you came across that you were not expecting while prototyping? Mhm. Well, fantastic. Oh, the copyright, Mary, thank you very much for mentioning that. It will vary from country to country, so it might be different according to the law of your country, but more often than not, unless you are already selling something, you don't need to copyright your logo or your name, etc. If you want to purchase the name of your website, which you don't need to yet, okay, then it will be already registered and everything within the page will belong to you. It belongs to the owner of the website. Now, this works in most countries. I've checked, double check if it is the same on your country, okay? Also, if you think that you would like to copyright your idea because it's like completely brand new and you're afraid that someone will steal it, by all means, you can. So far, no one has invented anything. that you have ideas on a website. If you later on discover something or you want to create a patent or something, you can investigate. So far, I'd say do not worry too much about it. Okay. So, who would like to work on the name of your of your business? If you want, please like show it, like raising your hand or give me a reaction. Okay, good. So, who has a name already? Who has a name for the business already? Okay, a couple of people have the name. Nice. I love that. Okay, so what I am going to ask you right now is that you find a piece of paper and something to write with, okay? You can also type on your laptop or wherever you want. And what I would like you to do is you'll have a couple of minutes to write down, journal all words related to your business idea, any word. Okay, it does not need to be like, oh, only adjectives or only verbs. No, any word relating to your business idea. You have a couple of minutes, go for it.
Miss, could you please repeat what you said before?
Like journal all of the words related to your business idea. Have 10 more seconds. Right, so I'm going to give you extra things to think about, okay? So for 1 minute, journal all of the words that are related to the purpose of your company. So think, what is the purpose of your company? And write down all of the words that are related to that purpose. 1 minute. Ten more seconds. Okay. So now that you're all into journaling, for 1 more minute, journal everything that comes to mind when you picture the problem that you are solving. So think about the problem that you are solving and write down all of the words related to that problem. Go. Ten more seconds. Great. So you will get 1 more minute to write down all of the words that come to mind when you think of the way people will feel with your company. How will people feel with your company? Write down all of the words starting now. And the last thing I'm going to ask you to journal about, write down all of the words about how does the world look like because of your company. How does the world look like because of your company? 1 minute starting now.
It doesn't have to be just single words, right? Like it could be anything.
Just words, anything that comes to mind, write it down.
Like could it be sentences, like small
Oh
sentences?
yeah, anything that comes to mind. 5 more seconds. Right. Look at everything you wrote. Look at everything you wrote. You have a lot of fantastic information about your business there. I would like you to select your favorite word or your favorite short sentence and share it with everyone on Discord.
Please, could you say that again?
From the words that you just wrote, select your favorite one and share it with everyone on Discord.
Oh,
Look at everyone's words. How beautiful they are. Right. I've seen, whoa, beautiful. I've seen a lot of you saying that you have your name already. Some of you said, I don't like it. And most of you before that said that feedback was super important and super useful to you. Okay, so this is what you are going to do in breakout rooms for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna put you in groups of 3 or 4 people. And for about 5 minutes, I want you to, if you have a name already, explain what it is, or even better, if you have a name already, explain what your project is and ask what other people will name it and see if your name is appropriate. And if you don't know yet, share the list of words that you have so far and ask for help on how to mix it in a way that transmits the essence of what you want to do. Is this understood? Okay, show me, say yes with your head, give me a thank you, Arif, like a reaction like Arif. Hey, Tato, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna put you in groups as soon as it lets me. So you're there for groups of 3. Go have fun. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Anika, are you having problems with? Okay, there you go.
Why would you?
Annika, everything okay?
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Harry. Yes, internet issues. Still, like he's struggling to be here, and I think he just left. So he just asked me to tell you that
Who was this again? Sorry.
Harry, like,
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Lovely to hear your voices. Okay. 2 more rooms are engaged into conversation. They will be coming back in about 10 seconds, I guess. How was your conversation, guys? Do you have a name already?
so yeah,
Okay.
I have a name, and like Annika too, but I think she can't talk either. And but yeah, we talked about it.
Ma'am, we weren't done. 5 minutes was too short.
Well, I mean, if you want to stay here for 2 hours, then by all means, like, you are free to keep the conversation going after the contest on the Discord voice channels that we created for you guys. So feel free to use them to talk with your peers whenever you want. That's why they were created. Right. So how many of you have a name already that you are happy with?
Yeah, I have one.
Great, great, great. So is anyone here who does not have a name yet? Okay, Joe, you're still thinking about that, still deciding, you said? Okay, well, that's good. Okay, I want you to go to Discord, and if you have a name already, write down, I am the founder and CEO of, and the name of your project. If you're still deciding, write down, I am the founder and CEO of an amazing project, which name I will be revealing soon. Okay? Please go to Discord and type that down for everyone to see. It's very important that you write, I am the founder and CEO of, and then the name of your project. Awesome. How are you feeling after typing that? Okay, share with an emoji. How are you feeling after? Thank you, Arif. Even before I wrote, I suggested like an emoticon. Awesome. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Kalmart, well, I mean, it's not the same word, so I don't see why not. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because in a second I'm gonna send you to breakout rooms again, this time for you to discuss your mission statement and your tagline. So when I say words like, I'm gonna write it, tagline and mission statement, do you, okay, it is supposed to be spelled with a D accent. My laptop is Spanish, and it just like the autocorrect changed it for Spanish. So mission statement, great. When I say that, do you all know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so would anyone like to explain briefly what is a mission statement?
I think it's what you want to achieve.
Who wants to achieve by
What you
doing
want to
what?
achieve with the product. What you want to achieve with the product.
Mhm. Yes, you are right. Remember that one thing is what you want to achieve with one product, and another thing is what you want to achieve with your company. Because your company can have several products, and that precisely is the difference between a tagline and a slogan. Slogan is something when a very short sentence attached to one product. A tagline is attached to a company. So for example, just do it is attached to the entire company. But if they create a brand new product and decide to sell it by run fast or something, then that will be the slogan of that advertisement.
This
Okay, so it's better having multiple products or multiple companies. Well, I'd say start with one company and one product, and then figure it out according to what is needed. Ryan, were you asking a question?
no, I was just saying you were asking like what was a mission statement, and I was just
Yeah.
saying that there are two types. That there's mission statement and mission vision. That what that means is like statement is like what do you want to do, like what do you plan to do with your business, like you could be helping people, and vision is like a long-term goal, like if you were to say 10 years from now what would your company be providing to the rest of the world. So I guess that's a mission vision and mission statement.
Yes, perfect. Great explanation. Thank you very much. So we are going to start with the mission, okay, and then the vision. So we are here right now. This is where we are going in the beginning with our first product and company, and the vision is where are we going after that. So, oh, it's great that you have both. Of course, you have like so many words on that. So let me share my screen and explain briefly in a more visual way what all of this means. But it seems that you all have clarity on it, so I'm not that worried. So, okay, present standard, I guess. So branding, logos, mission statement, tagline, so many words. What are we going to talk about now? These three topics. There you go, these three topics. Usually when people ask you about your company, you tend to say, or one will tend to say how it works. And we go on to explaining, so I have a company that does this and that and that and that explanation. Every time you have to explain how your company, your product works, show it. Don't just explain it. And describe how you use it, preferably in a visual, in a flowchart, that's more ideal way. But also always focus on the benefits, because people do not want to listen about how the product works. They want to hear how the product is going to solve their problems. So don't say, I produce the best running shoes in the world. You can say, with my shoes, you will feel a lot more comfortable, and running again after 10 years will be a lot easier for you. So you are telling the person how your product solves their problem and what the benefit is, instead of explaining, oh, because it has like 3 layers of different blah, 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 blah. They don't care. They want to know, is this going to solve my problem? Yes or no. But that is for, the longer version, when you're explaining your product, meaning the person is already interested. When you want to present it with a mission statement in the beginning, then we can work on the vision. That's later on. The vision is the big problem in the world that you want to solve. It's what do you hope to accomplish as a company, and the big vision later on. So the first step for the big vision. And the tagline, we suggest something short and clever that is like, mysterious. I don't really know what this is about. I'm curious, and put the audience with the right headspace. Okay. For a mission statement, we suggest that it has a verb, it has the target population, and it has the outcome, meaning what is the benefit. So for example, if I don't know, if I say something like, I solve problems for teenagers for them to be happy, that could work as a mission statement. However, that is not very that's not very clear, because it'll be easier to say how are you going to solve the problem. So if you say, I provide company to I don't know, people who feel lonely, I don't know, or elder people who are away from their families and feel lonely and cannot do their chores, with grocery shopping. That is a lot more clear. Okay, so I want to see you guys again. Let me know if this is clear enough, because I'm going to send you into breakout rooms for you to work on your mission statement. Remember, what do you do for whom? What problem do they solve for them? Do you solve for them? Okay, so I know it's not a lot of time, but I'm going to send you for about 5 minutes. You want a little bit more than that? Yep. Okay, I will have to cut a little bit the next activity then, but I'm going to send you for 10 minutes because I understand this is super important and you will want a lot more time to work on it. So sending them again. Have fun, guys. Anika, is your Wi-Fi okay? I'm on mute. Hello. How are you feeling? Do you have your mission statement and your tagline already?
Kind of. I'm a bit struggling with it, to be fair. Because I did have like bridging the gap of communication between all genders. I just feel like it's not catchy enough.
What do you think we'll need for it to be catchier?
Like how you went through the structure, like you have to educate. I'm thinking of changing the word bridging to like educating instead. To like make
Will you be bridging or will you be educating?
educating.
What do people want? Do people want them to be bridged or they want to be educated?
I think they would want to be educated. Thank you.
I love your laugh. I don't understand why you're laughing, but I love that you're laughing. It's great. Right. So, as you said, feedback is super important, okay? And I want you to very soon be giving each other feedback, but I would like to explain a few things about feedback first. So, before I say anything, I want you all to go to Discord to hashtag your name, your own channel, and in there, write what do you have so far? Say a mission statement. If you also have a vision with V, a vision statement, write it too, and your tagline. But be very specific which is which, okay? It's a couple of minutes for doing that. When you are done, let me know somehow.
Are we, wait, could you repeat it again? I didn't hear what you said.
Sorry, what's your question again, Mary?
I didn't hear you. Could you please repeat what you just said?
Sure. You know, on Discord, all of you have your own channel, which is called hashtag, in your case, Mary, and hashtag Anjali, hashtag Ari, hashtag Himanshu, everyone's. So go there, and on that channel, write your mission statement and your tagline.
Okay, I know this.
I'm done with mine.
I know this will sound really stupid, but what is the tagline?
Okay, as I just explained before sending you to the breakout rooms, the tagline is the very short sentence that is used as a catchphrase for companies. Like, for example, famous ones will be just do it, I'm loving it.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, remember both your mission statement and your tagline. Both of them. And make very clear which one is it. Remember, as I was explaining, mission statement should say, what do you do, for whom, and what is the benefit? before going to other people's channels and give feedback, write your own mission statement and your tagline, and don't give each other feedback yet.
Mission statement means the mission of our company. No?
Sorry, what's your question again?
Mission statement means mission of my company. That's right.
Yes, which explains, as I said, explains what do you do, for whom, and what is their benefit. Okay, if you're done, do not go to other people's channels yet. Okay, I am seeing several of you typing. You know who you are. Stop so far. It is great that you want to provide feedback already, but you have the entire week in between contests to do so, because the channels are always open. Okay. Right, does anyone need more time? I see some of you not writing on your channel. Right, okay, so what I would like you to do now is I'm going to explain very briefly how to provide very, very useful feedback, even more useful feedback, and that will be the type of feedback that I'll be asking you to provide to each other in a second, okay? So I'll share my screen, present, there we go. What do we mean when we say you are not your prototype? Okay, this is very easy. A lot of times we do not want to provide each other feedback because we think, oh, if I say what I really think, this person might be hard, or perhaps you think that everything is super clear, but then they give you feedback and you feel attacked. That is not good feedback. And remember, you are not your prototype. They will be talking about your prototype and not about you. Okay, so examples of bad feedback. If you say, oh yeah, it's good, cool, or ah yeah, I like it, that's not very useful. So I would like you to provide each other feedback that has a purpose and that the outcome is specifically addressed with very specific details that you liked and disliked. So how can it be? Okay, so some it's an insult, it will hurt them, it will hurt the relationship. Not really, okay? Because if you are giving very, very thoughtful feedback, it's actually a compliment, because sometimes someone is putting the effort in telling you what they like and what you can improve about your prototype. So that's great. It's not going to hurt them. I mean, if you see someone with like a snot falling off their noses, like, please do tell them before they embarrass themselves in another situation. And it may be a little bit like in the beginning, but then it will be better. So here are some ways in how like you can give each other feedback. Make sure that you specify if you understood what the company does or what the idea behind the explanation is. Provide feedback on a very specific detail rather than, yeah, overall I think it's fine, and then wonder, perhaps suggest what can be done. Because if I just say, yeah, I like it, then that person is not going to grow out of it. If I say, I really like the purpose, I guess what I understand is this and this and that. If that is true, in this particular area, you could do this thing. So, and specify why. Do not say because, because like sometimes that is not necessary. Like if you say, I don't think your logo should be green, I think it will match your purpose better if it were blue, for example. You don't need to say because blue is my favorite color, but always focus on what can they get out of that rather than on a very lengthy explanation that is usually mostly about yourself and your own opinion. Okay, so that is the kind of feedback that I would like you all to provide each other. Is this clear enough? Okay, and is it understood? How is it different from just saying, oh yeah, I like it, oh wow, that's cool, etc., or can you teach me how to do this? So focus on. In a second, I'm going to ask you to go to everyone else's mission statements and taglines and give useful feedback. So say, what I understand with this mission statement or this tagline is this what you want? And about this particular element, this is what could be improved and a suggestion on how to improve it. Is this understood? Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you for the next 5 minutes or so, go to Discord, to everyone's channels, give each other feedback, and then we will have a final conversation here on Zoom, okay?
Channel above me or after me?
Um, everyone wrote their mission statements on their own channel, so go to other people's channels and give them useful feedback on their channels. So people will reciprocate and give you useful feedback on your channel. Okay, a couple more minutes. Okay, so come back to Zoom for a second. Okay, from what I've been seeing in your comments, a lot of you are giving fantastic feedback, specifying, oh, what I like about your project is this and this. What I understood with your mission statement and your tagline is this and that. I suggest that this is how you improve it. That is great feedback because then you not only show that you have understood what the problem is about, but also that you're noticing it and that you are seeing potential in its improvement. If you just say like, make it more catchy, perhaps it's not the best kind of feedback because it does not specify why is it not catchy, what is exactly failing, is not suggesting a way to make it catchier, for example, or remember that the mission statement should have what are you doing, for whom, and what are these people benefiting from. Otherwise, people will not know what your company does. I also seen a lot of people being slightly apologetic when offering feedback, like, sorry, I hope that this is not very offensive, etc. If you provide feedback in the way that we were like telling you right now, it's not offensive because you are letting people know, hey, I like this, I've noticed this, I want to help you improve. So that is great. Does anyone have any question? I have another contest now, so I would like to hear from you if you have any question that you would like to voice right now. Okay, I can stay for like 3 more minutes if someone wants to stay behind. Otherwise, keep on giving each other useful feedback, please. Useful feedback on your channels. Keep on prototyping. do not forget to upload your prototypes as soon as possible. And remember, if you want to give each other feedback, do it in a useful, constructive way, right? Don't just chat away. If you want to chat away, you have your group channels, your voice channels always open for you. So go use them whenever you want. Let's keep the personal channels mainly for helping each other, okay? So unless you have any question and you'd like to stay behind for a minute or two, I'll be seeing you this week. Please remember this coming week is the week of mentor calls. So if you do not remember when exactly is our mentor call, it should be on your GCal. And if you are still unsure, drop me a message. I'll be talking to you all this week. Until then, have fun. Take care.
Or you can know by the Google Calendar,
Say again.
or you can get know about the meeting in the Google Calendar.
It should be there, yeah. It was the same time it was 2 weeks ago. Would you like me to double check when that time was?
No, I know that time.
Okay, then great. Then at that time on Monday, if I
I
remember
was I
correctly.
was telling that you can get that notification in the Google Calendar also. But
It
when
should be there, but I will double check that in a second.
okay.
So I'm only here in case someone wants to stay behind and have a question.
Hi, Sylvia. I would like to
Hey, Joel.
stay behind and ask some questions, please.
I do not have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Just FYI, I want to help. I'm just saying that I might not be able to stay for a long time. How can I help
Yeah.
you, Joel?
For my prototype
Say that
slash
again.
for my business slash prototype that we were basing off our problems that we want to solve. I've got like some ideas and like how it would help my business, the prototype. So like mine is based on like sustainability and climate change, which is gonna help. So like using old fabrics and using like sustainable bio fabrics, as well as giving it to other people who and orphans who don't have clothes. But I don't know if that makes sense.
It is making sense to me now.
Okay. And then for them to like know and learn how to help, I would create like a website and like some activities which they would like, I think, which is going to be physical and like online, so they would know how to help. And then for the website,
Okay. Just FYI, this is the first time ever I'm hearing about your project or your prototype. So I am right now lacking a lot of information. So you're asking me, I have ideas for a website, etc. I am not in the best position to tell you my opinion on it because I don't have information.
so it's, I don't know how like to
Okay, Joel. So things I need to know.
yeah.
What is the problem that you are solving? For whom? How are you planning to do it? Okay. If you are unsure of how are you planning to do it, focus on what problem are you solving and for whom.
Yeah.
Okay. Because last time I spoke to you, we were talking about deforestation.
Yeah.
So now I'm very confused. I think that reusing fabric to make dresses out of curtains is a fantastic idea. Now, I don't know what else are you trying to do. So what exactly, I mean, I am super happy to help you. but I am unsure of what kind of help do you need?
So the problem I'm trying to solve is like deforestation slash a bit of like climate change and sustainability all into one. So how it would help the environment and also the people as well as the whole world and technically. So this will be based on like young children to like adults in their 60s. Around that age, I probably might change it. I don't know about that bit. I'll
So
decide.
from children to people in their 60s, that's a lot of people.
But I'll probably like change it into like teenage, into young adults, like section.
Okay, look, I have another contest now, so it's not that I don't want to listen to you, quite of the opposite. So what about you write all of that you're explaining to me now, you write it on our conversation.
Okay.
So I have that information. I have a clear idea of what you need and what you want and what you're thinking of. And then on Monday, you come to our mentorship meeting and we discuss it there. And if you provide me with all of this information before, I might have time to read it beforehand. So I will be of more help or in a positioning where I can help you better in our mentorship call.
Okay.
Okay. Because I want to help you, but I am lacking too much information. This is the first time I'm hearing about all of this, and this is week 8. If you prefer, you can record a video and explain all to me in a video.
Okay.
Okay, but I've been giving you all of these options for like several weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I will say that you could do for both of our times to be utilized to in the best way is send me all of this information you're like sharing right now with me on our chat, like hashtag Joel Sylvia. Write everything there. Okay. If you prefer to send me a video, do send me a video. Now, be aware that if you send me a video of 2 hours, I might not have time to watch it. So like be as precise and concise as possible. And then on Monday, bring your questions, like your specific questions that you want to ask me and that you want to discuss. Okay. That way I will be able to help you better. Because if you say, I need help, and I don't even know what your project is, then it's going to be very difficult for me to help you, okay?
Yeah. I've kind of... Oh, sorry.
Now, I have another contest now, so I need to go. What was your last question?
I have I thought of a title for my, like, the prototype that we've done today.
We have not done a prototype today.
No, oh, no mind.
Like, I'm very confused, Joel.
Sorry.
All right, so prototype is okay, first you have your idea out of the problem you want to solve. Then you make a small prototype that can be as simple as a drawing on a page of paper. In that prototype, you show what your project or your idea is and how can you use it with people. Okay, so if you're thinking of a website and you don't want to spend time creating a website, draw the website.
Okay.
Right. If you are confused about what tools can you use to prototype, there is an entire channel on Discord called Prototyping Tools, where I share with you a lot of other tools for you to prototype. Right. Okay. Then, when you already know what problem are you solving, for whom, and how, Then you can think of a mission statement that could be a definition, like a short paragraph explaining what do you solve for whom and how, and what are the benefits. And then a tagline will be a very, very short catchphrase that will be attached to your name. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what we were doing today.
Okay.
Right, and I really need to go now because I'm
Thank
gonna be
you.
late for my other contest now.
Thank you.
Right, I'll talk to you on Monday, okay?
Okay, bye, Sylvia.
Hi, take care.